Now we're going to begin to talk about the second Social Security benefit, the spousal benefit. And we're going to use an example family. If you remember this family from Leave It to Beaver, we've got the Cleavers, Ward, June, Wally, and Beef. And we'll use them as characters in some of our examples to kind of put on flesh to the skeleton of this. So let's talk a little bit more about the spousal Social Security benefit. This is probably the least understood and the least well utilized benefit. So you can activate or earn a spousal Social Security benefit as long as you've been married to your spouse for at least 12 months. If you do qualify, you can take up to 50% of that opposite spouse's Social Security benefit. That's if you're taking that spousal benefit at the full retirement age. It would be 50% if you take it at the full retirement age. Very important to understand that you've got to the only way that you can activate the spousal Social Security benefit is if that opposite spouse has already started or has already activated that benefit already. So if, for example, Ward had activated his benefit already, June could activate a spousal benefit. But if Ward is delaying, then June can't activate a spousal benefit yet. If Ward had taken and June did decide to activate it before her full retirement age, it will be reduced. It won't be a full 50% of the opposite spouses. There'll be a reduction factor if the spouse takes it before full retirement age. So let's take a look at an example. So let's say Ward does activate and take his full retirement age Social Security when he's 66, and the amount that he's going to get is $2,000 a month. Let's say June also is full retirement age. She's also 66, and she decides after Ward started his, she wants to activate her spousal benefit. On Ward's record, she would be entitled to 50% of the $2,000 or $1,000 a month. Now keep in mind, this is whether or not June has earned 40 credits of work or not. There's no requirement. There's no work requirement. She could take this full 50% whether she had her own working record or not. But if she takes her spousal benefit before full retirement age, she may be subject to a reduction. So in the case where he takes his full retirement age of $2,000 a month at age 66, if she took it a year early, the spousal benefit, if she were, let's say, 65 when he was 66, and she activated her spousal benefit, she wouldn't get the full 50%. If she did it a year early, she'd only get 46% of his because of the reduction factor. Spousal benefits can be used by either spouse. So June could activate a spousal benefit on Ward, or Ward could activate a spousal benefit on June. So it's gender neutral. So we could just interchange these names of Ward and June. June could be the one that's 66, taking her $2,000 a month, and Ward could be the one to activate a spousal benefit to get 50% of June's of $1,000 per month. But there is no reason to delay taking a spousal benefit beyond Social Security full retirement age. It doesn't earn any delayed credits. It doesn't go up more than 50%. So if June delayed until she was 67, a year after her full retirement age, she's not going to get any more than 50% spousal benefit. So what are ways that you can maximize the use of a spousal benefit? Well, the primary way to use a spousal benefit as a source to maximize Social Security is through what's called a restricted application. So the goal of a restricted application is to obtain additional extra money from Social Security during the time that you're delaying your own benefit to earn delayed credits. Now, a restricted application recently was revamped through the some law changes and it's kind of being phased out for individuals who weren't born by January 1st of 1954. Actually, it would be better to say it would be only available for individuals born on or before January 1st, 1954. So I actually have a client who's born January 1st, 1954. So he actually has the ability to use a restricted application. So what does it look like? What does a restricted application in practice look like? Well, let's look at a situation. Let's say Ward, he fully intends to delay his own Social Security benefit until the age of 70. That's his plan. Let's say he's planning to work until then. Well, assuming that June had already activated her benefit between the age of 66, which is his full retirement age, and the age of 70, during this 4-year time frame before he activates his own, he could activate his spousal benefit on June's working record to get additional money during these years he's delaying his own. So let's look at the fact pattern. So his own benefit is $2,000 if he did activate it. June's Social Security benefit is $2,000 a month. And so if he does activate his spousal benefit between his ages of 66 and 70, he would be able to get 50% of June's full retirement age amount, $1,000 of the $2,000. But he hasn't activated his own benefit, he's just activated his spousal benefit. And so instead of taking his own amount of $2,000, he's delaying it. And every single year he's delaying it, he's got an 8% increase plus any cost of living increases that may have been awarded. So when he later switches at age 70 to his own benefit, which is what the restricted application allows him to do, it will now be $2,640.